Ferlita from Stagelights Performing Arts Center in Tampa, Florida, where it's sunny and warm all year long, most of the time anyway. So last video was part one of all about the basics in tap dance. So this video is part two of all about the basics in tap, okay? So I am a firm believer in knowing your basics in every genre of dancing, because dance really is a build of your knowledge on the basics. If you have a great foundation on your basics of dance, you can build on that, and that will set you for your future, especially if you're an auditioner. So I have been to many auditions in New York, and I know what many casting directors want to see, especially when you're doing a tap audition. There's many great dancers out there that don't have any tap experience. So this would be a great resource for you to pick up your basics so that when you do go to those auditions out there, you're able to follow along and pick up quickly. Because with tap, it really is just to build on the basics, okay? If you have yet to do so, check out part one of the All About the Basics of Tap so that you can get the little bit that came before what we're doing today, okay? So today, we're gonna go a little further in our difficulty. And I think you're going to enjoy it, because now that you know some of the little basics that we've already done, you're gonna be able to handle this. And I think you're gonna be very pleasantly surprised. Okay, so just a little bit of a review. We did talk about the difference between hopping and leaping. So hopping stays on one leg, and leaping changes legs. So right now I'm standing on my right leg, which will look like your left, which will look like the left leg to you. But if you're standing on your right leg, you're going to switch over to your left leg. That is a leap, okay? So a hop and tap stays on the same leg, and a leap switches, okay? So this next step is called Shuffle Off the Buffalo. You may have seen it in some musicals. I'll show you what it looks like. It's so much fun. I'm gonna shuffle off the buffalo. Watch this. Okay, so you may have seen that in a musical or two, just tap dancers shuffling from one side of the stage over to the other. And that's called Shuffle Off the Buffalo. Let's learn it. So pick up your right leg. I'll go ahead and mirror you. And you're going to leap onto your right leg. Leap, do a shuffle on your left. Then leap back to the left. Leap, and cross the right foot in front. Okay, that's the whole step. Leap, shuffle. Leap back and cross your right leg in front of your ankle. Cross. Again. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. This is what it looks like from the back. So I'm going to pick up my right leg and I'm going to leap onto it. So I'm going to change legs. Leap, shuffle, cross the right leg in front of the left ankle. Let's try it again. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. There are no heels in this step, so keep them out of the sound, okay? All right, so we're gonna lift up our our right leg, and we're gonna leap onto it. Leap, shuffle, cross, no heels. Now, if you want to get fancy with the arms, they go out on an angle, back into the chest. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. Leap, shuffle, cross. All right, let's do that together with the arms this time. Right leg up like a flamingo. A 5, 6, 7, and leap, shuffle, cross. Good. Let's reverse it. So we're going to pick up our left leg up like a flamingo. We're going to leap onto it, leap, shuffle, leap back onto the right and cross the left over the right ankle. Leap, shuffle, cross. Good. Let's do it to the back. Okay, arms up. Left leg up like a flamingo. A 5, 6, 7, and. Good, doing your best to keep the heels out of the sound, okay? I know it gets a little tricky with that. Even when you leap, you have to keep the heels off the floor. So it's just a micro lift of the heels. It's not a full releve, just a little bit off. And once you do leap, you can get the heel down gently without making a sound to give you better balance. Back to that left side. So we lift up our left leg, a 5, 6, 7, go. Good. Let's add those arms. They go leap, shuffle, cross. Five, 6, here we are. And leap, shuffle, cross. One more. Good. All right, that's shuffle off the buffalo. That's kind of a fun step to do all around the house. So practice, practice, practice. Now, on to the next step. I'm going to do a step called the Maxi Ford. And the good news is it's very similar to the buffalo, okay? So you're already 3/4 of the way there with knowing the choreography. Isn't that awesome? I think about these things ahead of time. I've got your back. All right, so we're doing a Maxi Ford. I didn't hear the word heel, so let's not put our heels on the ground, okay guys? All right, so pick up your left leg like a flamingo. We're going to leap onto our left leg and shuffle our right, just like we did with the buffalo. Leap, shuffle. Now we're gonna leap back, just like the buffalo, but instead of crossing in front of the ankle, we're gonna tip our toe to the back of our left leg. Okay, so listen to me do it once. Okay, so that's a Maxi Ford. Let's break it down. Pick up your right leg like a flamingo. All right, here we go. Leap, shuffle, leap back, toe. Again, leap, shuffle, leap, toe. 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 To the back, okay? Now you'll see a view from here. Make sure you're doing it with me. A 5, 6, ready, here we go. Leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Great, I think. Okay, so now we're gonna do the left side. Oh, one thing. So with the Maxi Ford, I have another surprise for you. Same arms as the buffalo. All right, let's do it together. So we're gonna add the arms, keeping with the right side. Right leg up like a flamingo. A 5, 6, 7, and. Good. Maybe you were able to keep up. I did that kind of fast. You wanna try it a little bit faster? Why not? Let's do it. Right leg up. 5, 6, here we go. Shuffle. Good. Left side. All right. Let's lift our left leg up like a flamingo and go over to the left. Leap, shuffle, leap back, tip your left toe to the back of your right ankle. Okay, let's try that again. Leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Being clean with those taps and staying off those heels. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, and leap, shuffle, leap, toe. All right. From the back. 5, 6. Here you go. What do you think's next? Arms. Let's try it with the arms. A 5, 6, ready, and leap, shuffle, leap, toe. Great job. So, you've learned shuffle off the buffalo, and now you have Maxi Ford under your belt. Let's go on a little bit. So we did shuffle off the buffalo, and then we did Maxi Fords. So in tap, there's some things that move backwards. So we're gonna do some backward things right now called pullbacks. So if you remember from part 1, we learned a flap. We pick up our leg and we brush front and then we squish the bug. That's a flap. It has 2 sounds. Now, if we're doing a pullback, it's basically a reverse flap. So you pick up your toes so they face the ceiling. And you pick up that leg so it's straight into the front. Now you brush back, and then you step on it. Make sure the heel is out of the equation. Lift up your other toe. Brush back, step on it. Other foot. Lift the toe, brush back, step on it. Lift the toe, brush back, step on it. Good, so now I'm gonna face the back and I'm gonna come towards you. So I'm gonna lift my right toe up to the ceiling with a straight leg in front, and I'm gonna brush back. Here we go. Brush, step, pick up the left. Okay, so when you go to an audition or you're going to a tap class, you may hear it called different things. I call it a pullback, okay? But you may hear spank, or you may hear brush. So there's just different terms. They're all correct. No one's wrong, no one's right. I mean, it's just, we all have different names for the same step, and they're all great. So the more vocabulary you can put into your repertoire, the better, okay? So for today, we're gonna call it a pullback. So let's practice those pullbacks again, but just a bit faster, okay? So let's take that right toe up, and a 5, 6, 7, and brush, step, left, brush, step, right. So I'm going to take this time while I'm back here to go over running flaps. Running flaps, they take a little bit of time to get. And the reason being is the way, it's just a form thing. It kind of takes dancers a little longer to figure out how to keep all of that weight forward. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples of what it should look like versus what it shouldn't look like, okay? So we all know what a flap is from our part 1 video, right? So you pick it up like a flamingo and you brush, squish the bug. Pick it up, brush, squish the bug. These are flaps. Brush, step. Listening that my heels are very silent during that whole thing, okay? Even though they eventually get to the floor, they are without making a sound in the movement, okay? Now, that was like a walking flap. A running flap is running. So I'm going to do it a little bit to the side here, so and maybe move closer to you. You have to kick your heels up towards your butt. Okay? So I'm going to pick it up like a flamingo, like we've all been practicing, and I'm going to go for those flaps. They're really fun once you get them. Here's what you might do when you're first learning it. Because we learn them going forward like this, you might try running them with your feet too forward like this. It looks a little goofy, right? So you have to remember, kick your heels towards your butt, just like you're running, okay? And you have to get 2 sounds, right? 1, 2. Because I get 2 things from my students. I get this form, but they're just running and forgetting to get the brush. Or I get this, and their legs are too far forward, okay? So I'm gonna face the back. I'm gonna pick up my right foot, and I like to put the arms here because it's very Broadway this way. A lot of Broadway dancers will hold their arms like this while they do their running flaps. And a 5, 6, ready, go. Push that. And my shoe is falling off. So anyway, that was slow. I'm going to show you a bit faster because they're usually done pretty fast, okay? So I'm going to start with my right foot. 5, 6, ready, go. Fun, huh? So go ahead and try that. You might have to practice that throughout the weeks. It's something that takes a little bit of time. I always make my beginners do this step because eventually it will come. The more we practice doing them across the floor, it naturally will come in time, just like riding a bike. You know, you might stumble at first, but eventually you get it, okay? So make sure to keep trying and keep practicing. Those are an essential basic. You'll see them in practically every dance step. So yeah, learn them. Okay, so adding on to those flaps, this is another traveling step called a flat ball change. I'm going to switch gears for a second. If you've taken jazz, you probably know how to do a chasse. Step together, step. You recognize those? If not, it's basically a gallop on each side. So one gallop, switch, one gallop. Okay, in jazz or in ballet even, that's called a chasse. So a flat ball change is basically a chasse with a flap in the front, okay? So watch this. And pick up your right leg. You're gonna go ball lap, and then you're gonna do a ball change, which is basically stepping on the ball of your foot and then changing the weight, okay? So I'm gonna face the back, pick up your right leg, you go. Brush, squish the bug, pick up your back foot, ball, change. Let's just go over that ball change for a second. Ball of the foot, change your weight. Ball, change. Again, ball, change. Sitting off your heels. Whee! Wee-hoo, okay. All right, that's your flap, that's your ball change. So you're gonna add a flap to the front of that. Brush, step, ball change. Let's try the other side. Pick up the left leg like a flamingo. Brush, squish the bug, ball change. Let's stay here a second on this side and practice our ball change. Good. All right, let's try the left side again. Left leg up. A 5, 6, ready, and a left, back, front. Okay, now I'm gonna move a little closer to you, and we're gonna try it changing sides. So let's go, hands on the hips. Let's start with the right side. 5, 6, 7, 8. A left, back, front. Now for rhythm, because tap is very much about the rhythm of the step and how it should sound, it should have this rhythm. Okay, follow that, ball change, follow that, ball change. Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick. All right, so let's try it again. My poor shoe, I don't know if any of you have this, but one of my feet is like a whole size smaller than the other. So I always have that like one side that just wants to come off. All right, so we're gonna practice flat ball change. Right side first, a little teeny bit faster. A 5, 6, 7, and follow that. Ball change. How was that? All right, I love that step. And again, that's something that you can build up the tempo on. But you can also take it as slow as you need to. Right? So you saw me swinging my arms. Those are third position arms. And if you wanted to try those arms, you have to put the opposite arm with the leg that's working up, okay? So if I'm flapping with my right foot, I'll need my left arm up. That just makes it look elegant. Okay, so shuffle off the buffalo, Maxi Ford, pullbacks, full running flaps, and flat ball change. Are you ready for it? Flap heels. That's right. We're going to use our heels now, finally. Okay, so this is a wonderful traveling step and it's pretty simple. Now, if you watched part 1, I talked about having a crease in your shoe. So let me get a little bit closer. When I put the weight in my shoe, I actually see a crease along my toe line. You'll definitely need to see that crease in order to get a nice strong heel sound, right? If that crease is not there, that means you're not putting enough weight into the toe, which means you'll have a weak heel sound. I bet you didn't even hear that. Yeah, not so good, huh? There it is, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so let's do flap heels, starting with our right foot. Let's just relax our arms on our hips. Pick up your right leg, flamingo, 5, 6, 7, and follow that. Good, okay? Now, one of the things I do see with my students when they're learning this is they make these really long strides with their legs, and then it kind of looks a little awkward, like a little chickie just hatching from its egg. It's a little awkward when your legs are that far apart. And because tap usually picks up pace and moves so quickly, you have to keep your steps really tight and close together, right underneath your hips. Okay, so let's try that step again, thinking small and inside a little box around your hips, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. You can swing your arms. All right, now we're gonna add another heel, all right? So let's do this in one spot for now. Pick up your right leg, do a flap, brush, squish the bug. I'm gonna bring my front heel down, and then I'm gonna pick up my back heel and then put it down. Now, remember in the first video we did cramp rolls? Let me show you. Remember cramp rolls, toe, toe, heel, heel? And you'll see when I'm doing toe, toe, heel, heel, my toes stay on the ground as I make that heel sound. So when you do that heel sound in the back on this new step, you have to make sure your toe stays there and you make that crease so you can give me a nice strong heel in the back, okay? So pick up your right leg, do your flap, brush, squish the bug. Now drop your right heel, leave your left toes on the ground, just make a crease in your shoe and make me a heel sound. Yes, that's called a flap heel, heel. Heels are in the step. So you may use them. 5, 6, 7, and brush, step, heel, heel. Again, right side. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, one more time the right, and then we'll switch over. 6, 7, and. Good. Now this step usually alternates from one side to the other, so let's get going on our left. Pick up your left leg, and let's go ahead and brush, squish the bug. Flap. Brush, step, make the crease in your shoe. Heel. Pick up your back heel. Heel. Good. Flap, heel, heel. Again. Again. Pick up the left. Flap. Make a crease. Now leave your right toes on the ground. Lift it up and drop your right heel. One more time. A little faster. 6, 7, 8. All lap. Good. Now let's alternate. Okay, right to left. So let's pick up that right foot. 5, 6, 7, and brush, step, heel, heel. Left side. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. All right, that's flap, heel, heel, using the same heel and then the opposite heel. Listen again. That was flap, heel, heel, using the same heel, then the opposite heel. Okay? Same and opposite heel is important because we're about to do flap, heel, heel using the opposite heel first. Okay? So the meaning of same heel means it's the heel of the working leg. So I'm using my right leg in my flap, and I'm going to drop that heel, which is the same heel that's working. Same, then I pick up my opposite heel and drop it. Good. Now we're going to do it where the opposite heel goes before the same heel. All right, so pick up your right leg, do your flap, pick up your right heel, make a crease, opposite heel, same heel. This is going to make the transfer to the other side much more organic. You're going to like it better. Now let's pick up the left side. And let's do the same thing. We have flap, pick up that opposite heel, right heel, left heel. Good, again. So it's the back heel that's going first, or the opposite heel. Brush, step, heel, heel. Brush, step, heel, heel. Brush, step, heel, heel. Now I'm gonna face the back so that you can follow my heels, making sure you do the opposite heel before the same heel, okay? I'm gonna put my arms up, pick up your right foot. Here we go, 6, 7, 8, all left, back heel. Wow, okay, you're getting so much great material. Wait until we get a few videos later and you get to put it all in a dance. You're gonna feel like a tapping professional. All right, let's pick up the pace a little bit, okay? Full lap, heel, heel, full lap, heel, heel, full lap, heel, heel, full lap, heel, heel. Making sure we do the opposite heel first, okay? All right, folks, let's do it. 5, 6, 7, and. Yeah, you can get fancy with it, why not? All right, good job, you guys. I'm really proud of you. So you learned a lot today. You're starting to get to that phase now where we can really pick up on the flow and make it harder, make it more advanced. So stick with me because you're learning the right way, okay? Because once you get these little steps underneath you, you're gonna be able to just like take off. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, all right, so let's just say we did Shuffle Off the Buffalo. We did Maxi Ford. We did Flat Ball Change. We did Pullbacks. very important for some of the new things that are coming up in our next video. We pick up our toe, we brush back. We did running flaps. Making sure to kick our butt. And we did flap, heel, heels. Well, we did flap heels first, right? Oops. Full lap, same heel. Then we did flap, heel, heel, using the same heel first. Same heel meaning the working leg heel first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's make it the more organic way where we do our opposite heel first, and it will make the transfer from leg to leg much easier. All right, right side, 5, 6, 7, go. A lap, opposite same. A little faster. Great, you have so much to work with, okay? So remember, check out part 1, check out this video, part 2. Make sure you do it and you rehearse it and you get it so that it's pretty fluent, so that when we go on to the next video with more intricate choreography, you can handle it. And I bet you will if you practice, because I'm a teacher. Of course, I'm going to tell you to practice, right? That's my job. Practice. Okay. I'm here for you for all of your acting, voice, and dance needs, and I will see you soon. Hey, remember, if you haven't done so, subscribe to our channel, and remember, ring that bell. All right, till next time. Bye from Stagelights.